day, everyone. For today, we are going to share our ideas and insights about media literacy. But first, let us introduce ourselves first. So, I'm with Miss Claire Buenviaje and myself, Miss Christina Morales. But before we go to the questions related to media literacy, let us first define what is media literacy.
What is media literacy? Media literacy is the ability to access, analyze, evaluate, and create media in a variety of forms. So when we say media literacy, put simply is the ability to identify different types of media and the messages they are sending.
Okay, thank you, Miss Claire. Okay, so these are some of the examples of media literacy. So we have magazine, newspaper, and television, and the different social media platforms that we can access with the use of the internet. Okay, without further ado, let us now move on to the questions. So there are two questions that we need to answer. So for the first question, what should be the proper behavior of an individual as a member of the community, as a student, as a child, daughter, or son, or as a friend? Okay, so for our first sharer, Claire.
Right, so good day, Christina, and also good day, Ma'am Delia. So for the first question, um, for me, the proper behavior that we should possess first as a member of community is to have respect and also embrace diversity. So first, respect. As our world becomes increasingly or diverse and interconnected, it is important that we should consider the context of social identity, individual and community experiences. That's why it is very important that we embrace diversity. So if you have respect, you will become a reflective individual, and also you can effectively work with others as a member of the community. So the next one is as a student. So since we are in the 21st century education, students should learn how to become flexible in their studies, most especially in this time of pandemic. Flexibility is the key if we want to connect with with our studies. And also, as a student, we must also have self-discipline to manage our online classes effectively. Since we are using different kinds of social media platforms, or we are using technology in our education, we should learn what are the proper etiquette using our social online tools. Okay, so the third one is as a child or as a daughter. So for me, as a daughter, it is very important that we should become teachable or humble. It is important to accept the fact that we need the support and guidance of our family. We should acknowledge that right now we can't live on our own without our family. And also teachable. Why? Because when we are teachable, or when you are teachable, you acknowledge your limitations. And I believe that becoming teachable is absolutely essential to become successful in life. And the last one is as a friend. So as a friend, I think that being a good listener is one of the most proper behavior that I should have, because being a good listener fosters meaningful relationships with my friends. Um, and also strengthen our friendship that can lead to a better connection and understanding. And one of the best things you can do for a friend that is just to be there for them when they want to talk or if they want to express themselves or share their problems with you. So that's all for question number 1.
Okay, thank you, Miss Claire, for sharing your ideas. So for the next, I will be the one who will share. So allow me to use our language in answering the question. So first, as a member of the community, number one is respect. Knowing that we have different beliefs, so we must respect everyone beliefs. So next, aside from respect, well-mannered member of the community, because as a future educator, it's very important that we show a good attitude as a well-mannered member of the community. Okay, next, as a student. Okay, so medyo complicated ka. Siyempre, as a student, we should behave like a professional one kasi nasa college na tayo. And also to acknowledge um, yung kamalian din natin as a student. And hindi rin naman mali na sabihin natin, for example, we encounter different people na may nasasabi ring mali. So, i-ano rin natin sila, i-correct din natin sila. Next, aside from that, as a student, I should behave na alam ko yung limitation lang as a student na hanggang dun lang. Okay, next. Okay, as a child or as a daughter. So, sabi nga nila, family is the smallest unit of the community. So, of course, I should behave na I should accept my mistakes. And at the same time, it's very important din na maging well-oriented yung isang family. And accept their guidance kasi family is always there. And family is the foundation din nga doon ng ating komunidad. Okay, next. Last, as a friend. As a friend, I should behave, or my behavior should be like a friend who is willing to listen sa aking kaibigan. Na pag nag-share yung friend ko, of course, yung privacy nun. And as a friend, di ba, dapat yung happy ka pag makikipag-communicate sa kaibigan mo na papakita mo talaga na I'm there if you need help. Pero wag nating aabusuhin yung help na ino-offer sa atin ng kaibigan natin. We must always know the limitation. So, ayun lang po. So, now let us jump to the second question. Okay. The second question is, list your personal view on social media etiquette. Okay. So, I'm the first to answer the question. So, my personal view sa social media etiquette. Of course, number one, you think before you click, no? Because nowadays, ang daming mga fake news, mabibiktima ng kung ano-ano man. So, we must think before we click. Especially, magiging future educator tayo. Dapat yung nakikita ng mga tao, especially ng mga magiging students natin, kaaya-aya sa mata nila. Next is, verify first. Matuto tayong i-verify muna yung isang bagay bago natin paniwalaan. So, meron namang mga sites na makikita tayo na malalaman natin kung legit ba yun or not. So, always verify para hindi tayo magiging ng mga scams. Next, then, be polite or humble din when it comes to social media. Kasi, ayun, magre-reflect yun sa atin yung tao. Ayun. Okay, now your turn, Miss Claire.
So, thank you, Ma'am Christina, for that wonderful insight. And okay, so for me, social media etiquette, um, so my personal views about it is it refers sa guidelines na dapat nating sundin. So, as you said a while ago that as a future teacher, it is very important to keep in our mind that yung um, profiles that na pinapakita natin in different social platforms is it is not just our family and friends who are seeing this, but as well our future students. So that's why it is very important for us to be mindful, most especially of our privacy, of the information that we are sharing. And the next one is think first. Okay, so um, think first before posting or sharing anything in online. Most especially our personal informations because right now, di ba, there are lots of cyber crimes like invading your privacy, and also it is important that we should not engage or do not engage in cyberbullying. Siyempre, as a future teacher, kailangan na tayo magsimula within ourselves kung ano yung mga ituturo natin sa bata using social media.
Ayun, okay. Thank you very much, Miss Claire. And this is the end of our sharing regarding digital literacy. So, before we end, we would like to extend our gratitude to Professor Jocelyn Itinio for allowing us, no, and to challenge ourselves to answer the question creatively. And any more information, Miss Claire?
Okay, so I just want to say thank you to Ma'am Christina for including me in this kind of presentation. And also thank you Ma'am Edilio for the guidance and inspiration for us to question this kind of activity in a creative way.
Okay, so now let us say goodbye for the meantime. Okay, thank you, Claire. Thank you for allowing me to be part of this too. And let us continue to strive for the best as we continue to navigate our life. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye.